Separating the truth from the lies. Coming at you from underneath the Noonan, Georgia chemtrail skies, you're about to receive another dose of the shock treatment. Well, what do we have here? Miss Propaganda, huh? Miss Climate Control, Climate Change activist over there. What kind of shirt does she wear? Party people and party sheeple? Oh, an Antifa shirt. Well, of course she says that can be interpreted any ways. You know, like, it doesn't mean she's Antifa. She tried to say in her tweets that, you know, she just means she's anti-fascist in general. But wait, folks, there's more. Well, there's more of that. And we're loading up the article to delve within as you watch at the upper right-hand corner, Antifa riots. Getting ready to riot. Must read. Breaking. Must read. Who's this from? BigLeaguePolitics.com. Greta Thunberg pushed to prominence by Antifa parents and Soros connections. You don't say. You don't say. Soros connections, huh? Soros connections. What ties did Soros have with this over here? Party people and party sheeple. Notice? Any similarities? Huh? Any similarities? Quite a bit of similarities. And then you tie this into it, and voila. Well, I was watching this person's, Greta's speech, and I'll tell you what, I don't think the 16-year-old wrote it. First of all, she looks like she's 12 or 13, and I don't think she wrote it. She was put up to this. Someone else wrote it, and it sounded like something bizarre, almost like a, well, I hate to say it, the dictator from Germany, World War II type thing. And her facial expressions and everything just reminded me of that. And it looks like I was pretty close. So were a lot of other people. That's why that picture's out there, right? So let's delve within here. 16-year-old climate change activist Greta Thunberg has quickly risen to become one of the world's most prominent political leaders, inspiring a mass movement of millions seemingly out of thin air to combat the problem of global warming. Well, let me ask you something, Miss Greta. Since you appear to be a know-it-all, much like all these others climate change protesters, did you bother looking up geoengineering? Did you bother looking up solar radiation management? Did you bother looking up strategic aerosol injection? Did you bother looking up geoengineerwatch.org? And did you bother looking up? No, you didn't. All you're doing is you're being spoon-fed, you're being controlled. And I appreciate Greg for sending this to me. You know who you are. You're being controlled just like the rest of the sheeple. Spoon-fed the propaganda just for the agenda, right? Because that's all this is, an agenda. Because if they're really worried about climate change, they'd be looking at the elephant in the sky, the 800-pound gorilla in the room. The plane, you're being sprayed. So this young girl has ties, apparently, or support of Antifa, huh? Well, and George Soros. Well, there you go. The young girl's sudden ascent to prominence is not happening by chance. She has deep connections to the globalist elite and activists who are supporters of the far-left domestic terrorist group. There you see it. There you see it. Her frequent handler, Louisa Marie Neubauer, an operative from the One Movement, Neubauer can be seen behind Thunberg at many of her political events. I don't know if I have to say anymore. I mean, we already got it right here. And we also put two and two together. And if nothing else, they're using children to push their agenda. They're getting to the children just like they want to get to your children. In the schools, in the Hollyweird, from the Hollyweird movies, Disney 666, socialist media. Oh yeah, the music, the crappy rap music, and other music that's poisoning their minds, and the GMOs, and poisoning their bodies with the fluoride in the toothpaste, in the water, as you're getting sprayed like a roach. Take a look at this. Ties to freaking George Soros. One originated in conversations between Bill Gates and Bono in the early 2000s that the need to better inform Americans about extreme poverty around the world. All right, so this is going into detail about that, what one is. And of course, Bill Gates has to have his finger in every satanic pie. Of course, the Gates Foundation admits on their official website that One Movement is a collaboration of some of the richest, world's richest and most powerful interests, including financier George Soros. So, Thunberg was forced to apologize this summer for wearing an Antifa t-shirt by mistake. She claimed on her Twitter account that she did not realize the t-shirt was advertising a violent extremist organization. Of course you didn't. You didn't have a clue. You know all about climate change, but had no clue about Antifa, huh? I'll buy that for $1. This is all a wicked agenda. They're using the kids to push their bullshit narrative. Yes, there's climate change, but there's no, it's the chemtrail, it's the geoengineering, all right? Harvard actually admitted they're spraying the skies. So did NASA. And now this Friday, another, I think it's going to be what, worldwide student led protest against climate change. Guess who's behind it? Guess who's behind it? This SOB, one of them anyway. Ties to Antifa, ties to George Soros. Who had ties to that? Uh-oh, RFP wants to chime in. You see what I'm saying? At any rate. There you go. There you go. Tell me this ain't an agenda. Tell me this ain't a fascist control agenda. Can you see it now? The climate change. If they were really serious, they would go after the geoengineering, the climate engineering. But they're not serious about it. This is all an agenda to take away your rights and control the weather. As Lyndon B. Johnson said, he who controls the weather controls the world, and that's what all this is about, controlling us. AOC, who's a POS, said no more cows because it's cow farts. This is why we're here where we're at, which is a total lie. Putting all the blame on us. I'm not saying we don't have a hand in it, but the big one, the big enchilada, is the chemtrailing that's killing everything and altering our climate. Period. In a nutshell. And it's a wicked, 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 wicked agenda. Oh yeah, just like these SOBs. They got to her. Don't let them get to your kids. Don't let your kids protest. I wouldn't, because they don't know what they're protesting unless they're going to go out there and talk about geoengineering, the real truth, what's behind the freaking altered weather. She said, robbed of her childhood, she's already 16. You're no longer a child in that sense. You're about to become an adult. So I don't know what she's talking about. But that's all words given, all spoon-fed. Trust me, spoon-fed, all right? That's just like the rest of the sheeple, because they don't investigate, and they go along with the narrative that they're being spoon-fed, which makes them a sheeple. Any similarities, folks, to the agenda? George Soros? Any similarities? You see it. I see it. Until next time you receive the shock treatment.